So Zoe really likes rooster rolls. I reckon they're shit. Check it out, give it a wobble, Zoe. Oh, that's fucked.
I'm so sad.
This is ours. Alright. Look at this.
Fancy.
It's a little bit fancy, isn't it?
It's different, unusual.
Oh yeah. Alright, so before I kick off this 10-day road trip video, I just want to give a massive shout out to a heap of our friends. There's too many of you guys to name, but you know exactly who you are. And I don't want to start this video off on a bit of a sob story, but they got together in some difficult times for us and raised a whole bunch of cash, and we're eternally grateful and love you all, eh? So we jumped on a plane and headed to Darwin, hired a 4-wheel drive and visited places like Katherine Gorge, Wangi Falls at Kakadu National Park and Mataranka Hot Springs, just to name a few of the highlights. So join us on our first travel vlog video over a few episodes. Relive our holiday through your screens during this bloody pandemic, and I hope you enjoy the footage that we captured throughout the journey. We really do live in an ancient part of the world, so enjoy. So the first stop on our road trip is a little place called Berry Springs, just outside of Litchfield National Park. It's about an hour and a half south of Darwin, and unfortunately at this time of the year it's not open due to high bacterial levels in the water. And while it's closed, the rangers don't undertake any crocodile management, but we spotted a bunch of archerfish, and the water was quite possibly some of the bluest I've ever seen. Yeah, doesn't that look enticing, hey? I don't know. I'm going to trust the signs, I don't want to be a statistic.
Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck.
That was so close. Holy shit, and I just started filming as well. A wallaby nearly just jumped out in front of the car.
Oh,
wow.
So close.
What a fucking way to start day 2, huh? Fucking hell. Alright. So, where are we off to, Zoe?
Florence Falls.
Now, Zoe thinks she looks weird in a hat. What do you reckon? I reckon she looks hot.
It's because it's fucking hot, mate.
Holy shit. It's about 9:30, it's about 35, and we're walking through the tropical savannas away from Florence Falls now and back up to the car park rather than walking down those stairs you saw earlier. So, go and tell us about these wonderful old dried out ferns here.
Well, apparently they contain glucose, which means that they hold their structure. So in the summertime, when there's a bit of rain, they form beautiful green leaves again.
And there you go.
Isn't that interesting?
Ranger Stacey over here.
Oh, oi oi. Oh, now it's going oi 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 oi.
Oi, 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 oi. From Florence Falls we headed further into the national park to a place called Wangi Falls. Wangi Falls was actually our favourite waterfall and place to explore in Litchfield National Park. I managed to get a sound recording of a blue-winged kookaburra in the distance, but unfortunately I didn't get any footage of him. But there's this 2-kilometre walk up and over the top of the falls and through this sacred aboriginal site to a lookout, which kind of reminded me of that scene from The Lion King where Simba and Mufasa are looking out across the land. What's that dark patch over there, Dad? That's Narang, son. Don't ever go in there.
Oh, it's warm.
Now we're going for a swim. Wangi Falls is relatively safe to swim in. The rangers do extensive saltwater crocodile management here after the wet season. However, there are still freshwater crocodiles in Wangi Falls, so swim at your own risk. So after a big day of hiking, swimming and driving, we thought to head back to our cabin for a few chilly beers, but before doing so we stopped in at Wangi Falls. These falls cascade over two high escarpments into a deep plunge pool 35 metres below. It's really beautiful, but unfortunately you can't swim here. So we headed back to our accommodation. We were staying at a place called Pandanus on Litchfield, which is an old mango farm. It must be the most remote mango farm in the world, I reckon, but it's such a good location to visit these waterfalls, so highly recommend staying here. Cheers for watching the first episode of our 10-day road trip through the Northern Territory. One last shout out and big love to all our friends who made this happen, and be sure to subscribe to check out our next episode where we start heading towards Kakadu National Park.